Like, are you doing bad, brother? Well, make sure to stay tuned after the show and claim something to win, eh?
Welcome to Home Cooking with the Homeboy. I'm your fucking homeboy, Mr. Tunes Loco. We do everything from ghetto to gourmet, and I'd like to introduce Mr. Freddie Blaze, Miss Jordan Reese. I'd like to especially introduce the fathers today. This is Philip Garcia, and this is straight up Peanut. What's up, Peanut?
What up? What's up, guys?
This is some real talk here. This is like some honest shit, right? Said, hey, you and you, bro, are some of the most fucking amazing fathers that I've ever come across in my life, bro. You guys fight fucking hand and nail and fucking go hard as fuck for your kids, bro. I mean, you guys pick up the pace of some of the worthless mothers they don't, you know what I'm saying? I got a question for both of you, right? What drives you, right, as a father?
As a father, my children's health and well-being, and just trying to slow it down and enjoy them, you know?
Yeah.
Because they go fast.
Yeah.
Right. Just as an older, because I'm older now, I'm having my kids. Like, I experienced stepchildren, and it's, you know what I mean? Got me ready, I guess, in a way. So that's one thing I know for sure. Just they grow fast.
I knew what drives you.
Just like you're saying, the kids drive you. Want to be fucking better and give them better than what you have when you were a kid, you know what I mean? So you gotta fucking show them, like, fucking when they don't got the other half, you gotta do that fucking full-time fucking job, you know what I mean? Both sides, fucking everything.
Man up.
Oh yeah, man up. Okay, all of you have fought for your children, eh? What are some of the struggles there that you've been through as like a father and as a parent, eh, that you got to go through, that just other people don't, because you're the badasses that you are, eh?
One of the main struggles is court. You know what I mean? Like court, for real. Like, because it's not equal. Your rights aren't equal as a father. You know what I mean?
They tend to take the mother
yeah,
side more than
I mean, if you get the right judge, you know. But you know, like, but over here in Albuquerque, you don't.
Yeah.
The judge is very like impartial to a woman. She's gonna go on that side no matter, you know, what. I mean, you if you go there though, and the mother's really, you know, has to be really bad. You know what I mean? They gotta catch them doing some drug test or something. But
Yeah.
if it's just drinking or it's not heavy drugs, it's gonna be hard. Lies and everything are gonna come at you, and it's hard to fight against the lie, because, you know, there's how you gonna prove that
they're lying.
Yeah,
For real.
yeah. Even I've had them, and just even my rights being violated by the APD and the sheriff's department, no matter what. Like, you know, they're gonna, you gotta be careful. You know what I mean? You gotta film yourself when the cops come, because that's the only time I've had a good interaction. You know, whether I was in the right or the wrong, whether I was the one calling them, you know, for my children, or they're being called on me or whatever. No matter what, the cops are going to treat you the same way as the system is going to in the court system. You know, but so if you film yourself though, I always try to film it, whether CYFD comes to do an inspection on my house or whatever. I have pictures and I film the whole interaction. Because people can say things, and then if it's only their word against yours, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And they'll look at your tattoos and say, oh yeah, this guy's a gangster.
And not only that either, is the credit. You won't get credit. Don't think that because you go to court and you take a parenting class, that for the next child that you go to court for, and you're like, oh, I already took the parenting class, so I'm good, you know? Yeah. No, you're gonna take another parenting class.
Yeah, I gotta jump
and it's just all about money. It's all about money. Child support, even if you get put on supervised visits, anything. You go to take parenting class, you have to take any kind of class they make you take, anything they make, everything costs money. So it's just, you gotta empty your pockets and pay it, you know? Child support, like, it's a struggle. But you gotta see your children, though, when you go to court, at least. They don't keep you from the visits, you know? So you hear people, like a lot of men complain, I don't see my kids, you know? Like, I don't see my kids. Like, I kind of go through that situation with one of my, or 3 of my kids' mom, but they, you know, I still see them. It's just not in the regular, like, like.
How many kids you got?
I got 4 and 1 on the way. Soon.
Wow.
Soon. I didn't have my son till I was 37. I'm 41 now. So.
And then you have 5 kids
And now,
what's your struggle?
My struggle, I guess you'd say, like, you know, like dealing with life ordeal changes, fucking having to go through that struggle where your kid's almost gone, you know what I mean? Fucking, not even that, just having to be there to help your kids through the trauma of everything that they have to deal with in the past and within the future of not having that other half. There's so much, you know what I mean, you never know, because every day is different.
Every day is different than anything. There's a lot of worthless ass parents out there, right? Especially on Burke, you know what I mean? There's fuckers all strung out on dope and like, you know what I'm talking about, eh? And then actually, I'm kind of asking you this today. What are your thoughts on that, eh?
Shit. Well, most part of shit, you just own up on your fucking own shit, just plain and simple. You gotta just fucking play your cards and whatever's dealt, that's how you gotta handle it.
But in here, the kids are asleep and we're chilling naked. Look how you are, dog.
It's all good, but you know what I mean?
Oh,
Can't sit there and not fucking leave your kids fucking behind. You gotta sit there and fucking pull that fucking slack up and fucking do it every day, fucking day in, day out, morning, night, whatever you have to do.
Hey, dude, are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, hey, let's get it, guys.
hey, that fucking drink is good, bro.
2 good fathers, eh?
Cheers. Salud.
Hey, good uncles, eh? Because that's my son's Nino right there, eh? That's like,
And I'm a bomb ass, you know, eh?
good Nino, bro.
Alright, so today we're going to work on some chicken wings for you. This is my homemade sauce, so let's see if you like it. First off, you're going to get about a half a cup to a cup full of ketchup. You're going to add a tablespoon of molasses, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, half a cup of brewed coffee. We're going to add some onion powder, garlic powder, and we're going to add some minced onions. You're going to add a shit ton of pepper because it just makes it so much better. Just a shit ton of pepper, don't forget that. You're going to add about 2 tablespoons of sriracha sauce. And also, don't forget the brown sugar. Almost forgot. Brown sugar. Go ahead and let that simmer nice and good. Add a little bit of liquid to it so it doesn't reduce too much and keep it a nice consistency. Alright, so now let's move on to the chicken wings. Basically, I'm going to season them with a little bit of salt and pepper, maybe some garlic powder, and just go ahead and heat up the oil to about a medium-high heat. Oh, look at that shit bubbling up. Go ahead and turn those over, let them cook a little bit on each side. Okay, now that your chicken's nice and brown and cooked up, you want to put it in a little Tupperware or something to the side. Add the sauce to it. Shake it up. Go ahead and toss that thing, throw you some garnish. Boom, chicken wings.
Let's eat, guys.
Nice.
I took a bite. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Someone already took a bite of mine.
I didn't get no
I already
fries.
did. Oops. I took a bite.
You just only give me a little bit of fries.
So, what do you two prefer, red or green?
Depends on what I'm eating. Enchiladas, red chili chicken, or green chili chicken enchiladas. But
And that's not me.
I'm more of a red chili person though.
Yeah, how about you?
I agree.
A little bit of both. Like you said, depending on what you're eating.
So you're a Christmas guy.
Xmas car, yeah.
Xmas.
Weed or alcohol?
Weed, most definitely.
Alright.
Most definitely. You want some of that weed?
I think that it should be legalized on a federal level, though, not just a state level.
Oh, so do I.
That's some complete and utter bullshit. Why it's illegal.
I have barbecue sauce on my fingers, so I am out of the loop.
All Marco.
Do you prefer chess or checkers?
Chess.
Chess, you
Wow.
play chess?
Yeah, I actually play chess.
Is that it? You good at chess?
Alcohol.
Yeah,
I
actually-
I like checkers because I don't know how to play chess. Somebody's gonna never teach me.
I barely learned 3 days ago.
I used to do tournaments when I was a kid.
That
Out here.
Really?
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
That's a tough question.
Is it now?
That my children are hard workers. That nobody in my family ever again gets hurt or murdered. And
Sorry for that.
I can't think of the third. That I have a good bit, that I get along with my baby mama is better than I do now.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a wish come true, right? Yeah, right? Aiming for the stars there.
Kissing ass there, I gotta tell you, you're kissing ass. As a baby mama, you're kissing ass.
I like kissing ass, but it's not like that. only a little.
Alright.
And what about you? What's your 3 wishes?
I probably only need one wish.
What is that?
Make like a wish from medallion that does ultimate wishes, all like multiple wishes.
So you want to have a wish that has endless wishes?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why waste one when you can have them all?
Forgot?
It's just past due. That's all it is.
Alrighty. Well,
Legalize that shit. Yeah, it's gonna help the economy though. That's the only reason that the governor's even getting anything passed through right now. They're seeing the money that Colorado's made.
oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
They're
Make it
making
big.
billions,
$dollars,
bro.
bro.
New Mexico needs that money. We're broke as fuck. We're one of the poorest states in the 50 states. I watched a thing on YouTube the other day, and these fuckers did a Uber drive all the way from across the country. And when they got to New Mexico, they're all, we didn't even know this was a state. Like, the fuck? You guys didn't go to fucking school. Like, what the fuck? I learned the 50 states in elementary
Like
school.
this out here, there's everywhere in the other country, they think we're part of Mexico. I don't know how many times I've heard somebody tell me, you're from New Mexico?
Mexico?
You speak English very well. I was like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you didn't
don't
go to
like
school?
that have USA on it.
In history, bro, it talks about when they bought New Mexico. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? You guys didn't go to school. Like, are you fucking idiots? Like,
Alright, I will. Fucking A. Thank you guys for fucking being here, eh, Saturday. Appreciate it, because you guys, we need to commend you guys for
Salute.
and we need to commend all the good dads here around the fucking state and more fuckers need to step up there, is that?
you know, just don't give up. Fuck.
Yeah, don't give up, man.
Yeah.
Keep
Don't give up.
trying.
Huh.
They can only deny you so much.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Eventually, the baby mama don't want to go to court no more either.
Let's
Oh, I drink it.
Damn it, fucker.
If you want to be a guest on the show or just have an idea, email us at cookinghomeboy505@gmail.com.